guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. If you're an avid fan of the channel, keep on doing that great work. We really and truly appreciate it. So, as you can see by the title, we will be talking about JPL in a slight problematic zone and how they can actually get this thing started. We're going to go through all of that. We're going to be talking about Damion Lowe moving from Miami to Philadelphia Union, how good or bad of a deal that is. And then we are going to be talking about the Jamaicans via Netherlands and also England, because we have a lot of good things going on, but because their names are not the most talked about names, so sometimes it actually comes off like others ain't doing anything. I've talked about this team before, but I never got into their detailing. We want to talk about that as well, and we want to talk about the JFF hierarchy at this point. That's where we're going to be surrounding the show so far. And then just a flash update. Let me start with Bobby Reed. Bobby Reed came off with a slight knock. We are still checking on it just to make sure everything is 100% okay with him. But that's the update at this point. I have not gotten any concrete proof on anything as yet. We are going to be checking it and update you in the next video. All right. Make sure you're hearing me well. Let me make sure you're hearing me well. Please, man. Please. The stop, man. Please. Um, Sean Bass, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Padrino, big up yourself. Massive respect. Mr. Oyine Blake, please. Massive respect. Thanks for being here. Hope all is well with you. Martin, Peter Harris, massive respect. Chevis, how you doing, man? Hope all is well with your Sherman. Big up yourself. Then we have Sheridan. Big up yourself, man. Massive respect. Them say loud and clear. All right, good. Let me start, guys. Let me start with this one first, because obviously this is the first one we want to get out of the way, so we can continue the longer conversation, because I know a lot of people want to talk on those ones. All right. So, anyways, Damion Lowe, as you know, Damion Lowe, quality player for the Reggae Boys team. Yeah, last time he signed for the MLS, and we are saying that he had a good okay season. I said he had an okay season, and at one point we heard that Messi would be coming around, and I said, I don't know if Messi is going to come around. Some of these teams are high-profile teams. So what do you think? You think maybe Damian Lowe won't be there? You know, it was just a joke. And Messi ain't coming around, clearly, because he had a very good World Cup, and I truly believe that he wants to have at least one more year under his belt at top tier football. All right. So that never worked out, so he never got to play with Messi, but at the same time he never stayed at the club. You get me? So we're just going to go through what we heard here, and then we talk how good of a deal it is, go through his actual rating and what he can add to the Philadelphia Union team, because you have to remember, Philadelphia Union, maybe it's not the pro, it's a good team, but obviously you have some teams that come with the extra high profile. You understand me? And I truly think that Miami, Inter Miami team comes with that, because they are having all of the English personnels around them and the big names around them. You get me? So maybe that gives them a different eye. But when you talk about actual pedigree and reaching places, Philadelphia Union ain't no soft soap at all. But anyways, let me go through the latest update. All right, published an hour ago. The Union are trading for Inter Miami centre back Damion Lowe, according to several reports Tuesday. So we will keep that, because we desperately want to know exactly what's up. But they said at this point they're trading for him, and if they're trading for him, obviously both teams have to make some agreements along the way. So it sounds better now than first, because at first I thought that one team never really wanted him, hence why they went out and traded him, went out and got rid of him. But if they're trading him, simply means he has some values, and the next team is definitely interested in him. So it looks a little bit different than what I first thought. All right. right. So they said a 29-year-old Jamaican Lowe would slot in a number 3 on the Union centre back depth chart behind Jacob Glesnes and Jack Elliott. The Union haven't rotated their centre backs much since Mark Mackenzie's departure at the end of 2020. The Jim Curtin would generally rather generally rather not to do it, but with 50 plus games on deck this year, they won't have much choice. All right, so clearly you can see where they're trying to go with this one. All right, and then you know what's coming next. Lowe find a familiar face with his new team in goalkeepers Andre Blake. All right, the two are teammates on the Jamaica's national team, which Blake captains. Lowe has earned 50 caps since his debut in 2016, including 8 in the 2022 World Cup qualifying cycle. He also played for the Reggae Boys at the 2017, 2019, and 2021 CONCACAF Gold Cups. All right, the odds are good that he'll play in this year's edition too. All right, the Union, okay, the Union will be Lowe's third MLS team since the Seattle Sounders selected him 8th overall in their 2014 MLS draft. 7 picks behind Blake. He went to play for teams in US lower leagues and the top division in Norway and Egypt before joining Miami a year ago. All right, so guys, based on what you know, you think it's a step up or a step down? Let me know, guys, in the comment section. Step up or step down for you, Damion Lowe. All right. Obviously, it looks much more better in the eye. It's a trade. So clearly, maybe it was Philadelphia Union initiated that. So it does not look as bad as before. Because at first I'm saying, damn, you know, I thought he would have built up a dynasty there, and due to the fact that Inter Miami looks like they wanted to bring some big names, so he might bring some eyes on himself to go overseas because I know that he not desperate, but he wants that extra move to go elsewhere. You understand me? So are you still believe that way? That's the thing. You still believe that way? Let me know. All right, Siobhan, bless up yourself. Thanks for being here. Christian, big up yourself. Too much distraction for the yard man them in Miami. Okay, so we are learning what Christian's mentality is like. No, all right. Football Global, bless up yourself. Thanks for being here. Chris Smith, big up yourself. Bessas, big up yourself. Hunter, Huntley Dixon, big up yourself. Thanks for being here as well. All right. Lateral move to me. So Sheridan says a lateral move to him. All right. For me, I think it's not so much of a downward move in my estimation. You know, I will still wait to see what it kind of brings. Yes, because as you know, clearly they told you that they only have a few centre backs there that plays every single game. So the good thing, you know, that they're banking on him to come in and do something, and if he's good enough, he can replace one of those individuals. So at least you know what's facing you from very early, and you have to go out there and meet it head on. Can he meet it head on? I don't know. You understand me? And we have to wait to see. To be honest, because as you can see, we are going through his season. Last year, our last season, what he did, and then we can make or give our take on it. All right, so let me know, guys. All right, if it's a increase in wages, I think it's a step up. I definitely a step up in terms of teams, as Fila is much better. Okay. Oh, Fila is much better. All right. At JD, check your Instagram when you have a chance. Okay, thanks very much. No problem. We will do that, big boss. So, just give me a little time, yeah, because I can't do it now. I can't do it now, yeah. So when we have a chance, we will deal with it. All right. So for me, I think it's a okay move. It's a move that he just has to go out there and do his thing. Um, it does not guarantee success. It does not guarantee success. All right, that's the one thing we realize very fast. All right, you have to go out there and play for your game. A lot of Jamaicans went in these competitions, and they did not fare off well. We can honestly say so. It's going to be an uphill battle, but at the end of the day, he's a guy that relishes these opportunities. So I want to say that he will go at it up front and do his best. So all the best to him. All the best to him when the opportunity grants comes. When the opportunity comes. So hopefully he takes it and keep on pushing. All right. Yeah, man. All right. So nobody has any statement on Mr. Damian Lowe. So let me move on from Mr. Damian Lowe towards the punishment and stuff from the Chapleton Maroons, because we had talked about this already. Chapleton Maroons, they should have actually went on and play a fixture. They never really turned up because Lenny Hyde was fired. Obviously, the firing strongly surrounded them getting promoted, and the rules in the JPL. The rules in the JPL stated that maximum 15 players that should be on your listing, that's not a full professional. Only 5 alone can be on the pitch or on in the selection. All right. So the fact that Chapelton Maroons used the majority of the college, Clarendon College's players, it was hard for them to structure. So if they put so obviously when they did got the up move, they had to figure out how they're going to get it done, because obviously majority of these players might not be might not be swayed into making certain decisions. And what I'm talking about signing professional contracts, because they still believe that it's more valuable to go to colleges, or to play in the Manning Cup, or to go overseas. You get me? So I strongly cannot understand fully about the links. So I'm still working it around my head myself. All right. So we're gonna go through what the punishments are, and then we make our assumptions around it otherwise. All right. Yes. Mirak, big yourself. He will be playing Champions League. All right. Eagle, big up yourself, man. Massive respect, man. All right. I think it's a step up since Villa is a top half franchise comparing to Inter. All right, massive respect. So, anyways, let me continue here. Jamaica Premier League outfit Chapleton Maroons have been punished for failing to turn up for their fixture with Mount Pleasant Academy at the Effortville Community Centre on Sunday. All right, the Maroons, who fired experienced head coach Lenworth Hyde last week, were unable to field a 11 due to many players being unavailable. Notable, the Maroon squad is made up of mostly are made up mostly of schoolboys, and the JPL as a rule that does not allow a team to field more than 5 amateur to the team per match. Before his dismissal, I noted that this rule will put the team in a tough situation, especially since the players sign professional contracts. They will be ineligible for overseas scholarship opportunities. All right. Obviously, if you sign a work contract, you're working. All right. So it's hard for a school to take you back to give you a scholarship. All right, because you're working. So you're employed. All right, so it's different. You're not under a school banner anymore. All right, or a youth program anymore. So that's the reason why they would not have signed it. All right. So obviously we spoke on it the last time, and a lot of people, they were kind of saying, yes, I can sympathize with the kids them. But you knowing that this team had so much schoolboy footballers, who you blame in this situation? Because you have to blame the owners. All right, because this thing should have been dealt with because you know about it. This was a big deal from day one. You knew about it. So why is it still a problem today when you had so long to get this thing rectified? Why is it still a problem today when you had so long to get this thing rectified? Let me know, guys, because that's what I'm calling out. I think I have to first call out the owners for Chapleton Maroon, because you let this seep in for way too long before you did something to it. You waited exactly until you couldn't do anything else. Then you're turning up. Now you had to do something from day one. You should not have waited so long. To be honest, all right, you should not have waited so long for you to take action, because you never took any action. You fired the coach, all right, you fired the coach, but you never took any action to make sure you have players, because obviously the players would not have signed the damn professional contract, all right. So nothing would have actually changed. You understand me? So what say you guys? Let me know in the comment section. All right. And then we'll set the case right after this. We have one next one that we want to talk about. JD, they need to tell LA Lewis to send all the escape Maroons back. All right, so guys, remember, once you come in, you have to smash the like button to get the visibility up. All right, we are here for a little while and we have 70 a year. Thanks very much for being here, but just take your time, subscribe and smash the like button. Let me know your thoughts on this conversation. JD, there's a rumor that Messi will be going to Inter Miami this summer, so maybe they are making room for his salary, but Lowe is not the highest earner on the team, so I'm not sure why he's leaving. I think Philadelphia believe that they can do something with him, so they triggered their clause to get something done. That's what I believe. Still, sack passe. Big up yourself, Jason Guna. We are going to get to the additional thing, man. Don't worry yourself. We just ask a question there, and then we'll move on. Deduction of 6 points is harsh. I think giving up 3 points. All right, we'll get on Granero. We'll get right here. Right to it. All right. Yeah, we're gonna get right to that part, because we asked you a question on that the first part, but Granero did not talk about it. He talked about something else. So clearly he's following the story. All right. Big up yourself, Granero. Thanks for being here. Linkman, big up yourself. Kai in the building, big up yourself. Kevin, big up yourself. That owner got no one to blame but himself. Yes, I do believe that. Reduce the league to 10 teams. 10 teams will be better organized and higher quality. Oh wow, wow. So all of a sudden you want to just reduce the entire thing. Wow. This situation with Chapelton Maroons is a unique and sticky one. All right. How can a club operating with so much schoolboy? Joke thing. That only shows that the JPL is not ready because it's a schoolboy league. All right. That's a tough one. That's a tough one there. Look at it this way. Let me look at it this way. Let me put this back right up for you. 1 second. All right. Let me put up this right back for you. Um, Kouani says it's a joke thing for a club to be operating with so much schoolboys. I've told you yesterday it's a tough thing. It's a tough thing. It tied with a lot of things in order to get the players them playing like that. I strongly believe the reason why they got a chance to play like that is just because they are youth. And they are willing to listen to Lenny Hyde, and they are willing to follow his instruction and learn. That's why they're playing like that. You understand me? So I think with Lenny, I bring in something different. I don't think much others can play like that. What they're trying to do with CC and also Chapelton Maroons. I don't think much players inside the land can play like that. So he grilled his players to a set thing. I don't think enough adults have time for that. You get me, to say that they're gonna make sure they fit in with Lenny and learn everything every single time. No, it had to come from a program like this. So sometimes you have to make it successful for people to build on it. All right. So no, Lenny could get some bigger players, maybe 22 and stuff, and then try make them play that system. But I thought that it had to come from a schoolboy first. You have to prove to Jamaicans first before you actually bring it to the table. You understand me? So he had to prove himself, and I thought that he proved himself well in terms of the schoolboy. So he made an example, and I thought that that's what he was trying to live off. You get me? Yes. So that's where I would go with it. All right. That's where I would go. Seems like he does it out of ignorance. Okay. Jason Guna, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. The owner executed a knee-jerk reaction without any contingency plan. Yes, I do believe so. All right. Maroon was a academy. Remember. Okay. Inter Miami already picked up Joseph Martinez from Atalanta FC. Thank you very much for that. Massive respect. The 6 point deduction plus financial damages is understandable because the league will want to deter other teams from doing that. All right. And we saw Simon, big up yourself, man. Yeah, man, we are good. We are good. We are good. We're just trying to start off our show that we normally have. Remember, it was these same schoolboy qualities. What the owner should have done is to bring as much professionals around this team. This owner is a big joker. Yes, I do believe that he should have sold the product again to the bigger guys them a little bit better in my belief. You know, I thought that's where he went wrong. You get me? You know the rule coming in, because I saw this problem coming in from day one, guys. Coming in from day one. Anyways, let me move on right here. Commissioner Anthony Gibbs said he had not given any correspondence not gotten any correspondence from Chapleton nor the Jamaica Football Federation (JFF) for the absent of the Clarendon-based team. The JFF announced the sanction in a release on Monday. The Chapleton the competitions committee of the JFF has handed down sanctions to Chapelton Maroons, who failed to turn up for the JPL fixture versus Mount Pleasant FC at Effortville Community Centre on Sunday, January 22. For breach of Articles 7.5 and 6, the game has been awarded to Mount Pleasant, which I had asked my brethren them inside the chat room if they are not going to lose points. All right. Mount Pleasant FA by a score of 3 goals to nil, which is fair because that's a normal rule. If you don't turn up, that's what you got penalized by. Chapelton Maroons has also been fined $200,000 Jamaican. This payment must be made on or before Friday, February 3rd, 2023. All right. One, in keeping with the regulations, a further 6 points has been deducted from the club's current points standing. Oh, wow. So they are on 8 points now. So they are on 2 points. Wow. The club must also compensate for any damages or losses suffered by Mount Pleasant FA and the JFF up to a maximum of $150,000. Invoice will be provided as soon as they are available. I think that part now is a little bit different because okay. You took the points off, right? You find them 200,000, but yet still they still have to compensate Mount Pleasant if any damages. I think that one was a little bit excessive. The third one, I could see the problem on that side because and some people with a 6 point deduction, I think it could be a little bit a stretch because you don't know if they are going to have, you don't know the true reason as yet. So you should have waited, at least give Mount Pleasant the 3 points, then make sure you get in contact with the personnel before you make any judgment. That's where I would say the problem lies. You should have waited before you waited until you get to them. You talk with them and then you decide to find them the 6 points. So 3 points should have been justified at the time until you get them to come in. You get me, before you take the 6 points off fully. All right. And most teams would not have deducted the points. They would have awarded the game towards Mount Pleasant. So simple means they would have remained on 8 and Mount Pleasant get their 3. So I think the 6 points deduction is just a tough. I think that is an overstretch because that simply means they have lost. They have lost a potential. They could have gotten the 3 points. All right. They lost that one and still lost 6 points. So that's pretty much a possible 9 points. All right. Yes, so that's going to be very, very tough for them to make up because they garnered 8 points over that amount, I will check the games, over a good amount of games. All right, so that's going to be almost sure death penalty for them to go straight back down. All right, yes, because they have a tough thing at hands. They have a new coach to find, new players, and then still have to make up the numbers. I don't think they can do all of that in one, and they have to pay the money. So it simply means they're trying to just kill them out as a club. Then basically, you get me? That is definitely tough. I want to hear what people has to say on that one. All right. To get regular playing time. All right. They are being cheap and don't want to pay professional players. Well, maybe that's a problem as well. Maybe that's the JFF and others looking at it. Maybe Chapleton Maroons made the JPL too early, but they needed to straight things up. All right, JD, Mandela Youth Program only at the time. Tell them that. Yes, man. Yes, man. Yes, man. Yes, man. Yes, man. I agree. But it's tough. It's tough when I'm seeing the penalties now because the 6 points deduction. Remember, the next team already got awarded 3 points. You never wait until you get a hearing from the personnel before you jump to just throw down these things. So I kind of have a problem with the 6 points. I kind of have a problem with the 6 points. JD, I said it a while back that if Jamaica really wants to improve the local JPL, they really need to reduce the number of clubs to 10. The second tier should have around 18 teams. Oh wow. All right. All right. Them barely have nothing to lose, Jaja. All right, I have a problem with that though. When I look at it, I do have a problem. Sure, improvement. Playing Major League is different from playing in Jamaica Premier League. When you can give schoolboy bus fare, more established players need salaries. Is Chapleton Maroon playing more home games? Don't know. I don't know. You have to educate us on that one. Ryan Stewartson said they just want them out of the league. I do believe that. I think it's already too much a stretch. Too much of a stretch. Instant. All right, instant. I believe all teams will remain in the league. Well, that is tough then. People, Chapelton Maroon have money. That's not their problem. So what is their problem, please? What is your issue with 6 point deduction? I have said it. I've literally said it. So I don't know why I should repeat that myself. I've literally said the problem with the 6 points because that is pretty much 9 points there, and they have gone at 8 points overall. So I don't know if you don't. Normal all FAs would have given you time to come up because clearly they realize it's some problem you have with the club. You get me? And maybe you made preparation for these players to turn up and they never turned up. So if they never turned up, why are you going to penalize the club themselves for the guys them not turning up? You have to know the situation before you hand down penalties. You get me? So that is my problem because normally in any other federation they would have said, okay, you need to the hierarchies need to come and speak with us so we can work out these things and see what really took place. Then we can publish these things. They wouldn't publish it first. You get me? They would have tried to contact you and make sure when you come in, then they do it. But this seems that they're already putting down the punishment. Finally, the club will be referred to the JFF disciplinary committee for further actions to be taken in accordance with Article 70 of the JFF disciplinary code. All right, so they finished it with that one. So that means you have more problems to come if they do see it fit, which I, I I don't know. I think one game not turning up, it's a bit of a stretch for me. I truly believe it's a bit of a stretch for me. You know, what I'm going to do because the next story is a little bit different. So what I'm going to do, I will take calls from now on all of the other all of the stories that we covered before, and then we'll move into the next one. Remember, it's just 2 hours maximum. We go in here. All right. Yes. So let me see what Michael Garden saying. No JT, they violated. I'm not JT clearly, so I thought the purpose they did that. They violated the league policy, and that 150,000 was to compensate the injury party. it's a deterrence for other teams. Management field. It's due to process to players and professionalism. Yeah, but I'm trying to say that I still believe that you don't know what happened, Michael. I certain money I wouldn't have a problem, you know. So for instance, cover the cost of the personnel and give the next team the 3 goals and the 3 points. All right. And when you get them in now, you make sure you figure out what the situation is, who is at fault, and then give them a time to get it sorted out. If they cannot do that, then you penalize them for the 6 points deduction and stuff. That's where I do have the problem. Do have the problem, you know. Yes, that's where I do have the problem still. But if you cite otherwise, I have no problem. But that's where I had the problem. I just believe that you should talk to the personnel. I wanted to hear from you that you heard from the personnel, and then you're taking these steps based on what you heard. You're not satisfied with that. That's what I was actually saying. JD, Chapleton Maroon leadership too emotional. Okay, all right, JD. I do not believe a pro league should have so many schoolboys making up a pro team. I think, you know, I remember what makes them a schoolboy now is them not signing the contract, you know. Their age is already already past working stage. So what they should have done is convince them, educate them a little bit more on what's at hand, and let them know that, listen to me, you know, this is what's up, you know. We're trying to lead to a professional league, and we would have liked for you to come in and help us out. And how would you help us out is becoming a professional, and then we can guarantee you this, because if you're looking a scholarship, we can guarantee you this by such and such time, or we will try our best. If you sign for us, we will try our best to market you these places, such and such places. But you have to give them something if you know that's their problem. So it's I don't think it's so much of the personnels that they've selected. It's just how much time they had to convince these youths to actually do the right thing, which is to become professionals or not, you know. Yes, just make a decision on them, you know. Chapleton Maroon thought they could have dominated JPL like or come up tier 2 league. Yeah, but Kwani, they never got that chance to dominate the league. So they never got that chance to dominate the league. So I don't know. They never got that chance. If they are their fair players, I strongly believe that they would have done good just the same. Kouani, I thought they would have done good. All right, bless up Steph Curry. Hope all is well with you. They can appeal decisions at the disciplinary hearing with the JFF. Yeah, man, but they should have started, like, give them a little time to figure out what's going on. So in the end, you know, you could have took off any amount of points, you know. In the end, you know, you get me. But you want to go in to make sure you can figure out what's really going on, and you can get them start. Um, you can get them start fast, because remember, you want the league to continue. That's what you're trying to aim for, the league to continue. So you never wanted to start from crippling them at the start, so they can't continue. You're making roadblocks a little bit too fast. You get me? So I thought that the easier way to go was to make sure you can at least let them stay stable. That's all I was looking at, because I want the league to continue, because everything is better for Jamaica in the end. Exactly. I think it was excessive. 3 points to Mount Pleasant and monetary fine was enough. No monetary compensation for Mount Pleasant. Yes, man. That's where I was looking towards. Remember, we wanted it to start and not become a bigger problem. If you claim, oh, they are cheap and never wanted to spend money, or they don't have enough money, well, they just took away money from them. So then, how are they going to find more money? Then you just said, if your reason was um um they never had enough money. Well, you just forced more money out of their pocket. So if they have to get an immediate situation sorted, get some players here and there, they have to pay them. So no, they have less money. You understand me? And more problems. So it's like you're setting them up to fail. Okay, but number one, I'm not gonna focus on those things. Now we have stories here that are very much important. If those stories remained over 24 hours, we can deal with it on a different show. You know? Yeah, we have to show respect to everything that we have worked on to come here. You know? The Chapleton Maroons is about to hire Clovis. The Oliveira, so maybe he's bringing some Brazilian players with him. Okay, okay, all right, no problem. Don't just get a runaway coaches, etc., and don't expect consequences. Okay, apologies for me for oh, no man, it's okay. It's Allen, big up yourself, man. Hope all is well with you and the family. JD, you know Jamaica is a different place, but no, all I'm saying, I gave my take on it. Oh, I would have looked at it, and that's why I thought people would have gotten what I was trying to say. Don't agree with the disciplinary measure taken at all. It's too harsh. All right, that's what I was saying. You know, that I was just looking at when you're doing things, you want to make sure you can keep the persons, because you remember you rely on the persons to play more game. So if you keep on crippling them, it's just to worsen them. In my opinion, to be honest, the team can have these schoolboys and not make them a scapegoat. However, they should surround them with professionals. I believe that they could not have had the schoolboys and more professionals. How much players that would have been? What, 75 players at one club? They barely could have paid 35, so you're gonna have 75. You get me? So you see, they ditch half of the schoolboys them, which your program might not be as valid as possible, because you realize that CC was heavily depending on the education of the youths them. You get me? So I think I think the coach was not the man for the job from when they qualified, from Lenny qualified. So he can't work without his system, clearly, and he can't work without his players them, clearly. So it was just tough. It's just a tough position he got himself in from early, and they should have just moved on from him. That's the problem, you know. They should have just moved on from him from day one. That's the problem. All right. If this is a violation of known league rules, then I think it's warranted. All right, all right. It looks like Big Boss I get angry now. All right, all right, all right. The league had to make an example. Okay, okay, all right. So let me open here. So anyone wants to call in? I saw people called in before. Let me call back this person from now, because this person called the second I opened the line. That's almost impossible for me to answer the phone. I have not said anything on YouTube as yet, so I could not take the call. You get me? I could not take the call. You get me? So let me hear what the caller say. Now we have two more stories to talk about here. Two more stories to talk about. Good day, Mr. Kalita Walsh. You called me exactly as my show opened. I have not said anything, and you know my thing already. I have to come out and tell the people exactly what's going on, because it's pointless if I take a phone call. I'm not show me on the show, Big Boss.
Yeah, man, I was on the road, you know, so I'm give you a call, because I have this come talk to you, but
Yeah,
when
but
I checked, the
but we are
program was
on.
on, I realized
Okay,
that you
but
were
I'm
on.
on. Okay, 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 okay. So, what say you on this matter? You're listening the show?
Not in it encouraged because I'm on the road, but I just hear bits and pieces that
Okay, okay. So
the
what?
team Chapleton Maroons had points
Mm-hmm.
deducted
Mm-hmm.
and they were fined.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Well,
yes.
that is always sad, you know, but you know, let's hope that they can find it and get some players to participate in the league. And why they fire the coach? That's a good coach.
Yeah.
What's the reason behind that?
No, but you can see the complexities around the team. The team is heavily based on players to player system, which you clearly saw in the rest of Jamaica's football. So the good thing is you got a chance for him to showcase what he could have done. You get me? And he showed it with the schoolboy
Yeah.
football. You understand me? and also
Yeah.
Jamaica as well, because they went overseas to try and deploy the same system, and to a certain extent it worked, and showcased that it only need dedicated people and quality players to get the job done. But it showcased that what he's doing is something workable, but clearly it needs the whole package. But the package of the players them can't. Some of them just not going to sign no professional contracts, and you only have a limited amount of them to play. So that kills you instant, because you have to have a mixed squad with people that maybe can't is not as technical as the next players them. You understand me? Yes, so it
Yes.
automatically brings a problem. So by that itself kind of pushed Lenny already out of the starting block. So that's why I said to people he should have not gotten the job after. From he advanced them and he saw that it would have caused a problem. You just said, all right, then we can't move on with you. We're going to try and just get something up. So what we would have done now, let you work on your program and can convince your kids them for next following year. And then when you can get them to sign for the club, then and you want them to play a system, if we desperately need you personally to play with your system in our club, then we'll bring you back and your kids them. But if the kids them can't sign, it makes no sense, because it's going to remain the problem and the rule, because I heard this from the first day before they would have actually came up. So it was a constant running thing.
Okay. But the owners or the board members, I mean, you take cash to care, so maybe the club don't really have the money they seem, because why would you just base the team um surrounded by just youngsters who don't sign a professional contract or who don't have the that interest to sign, because most of these youngsters maybe want scholarships to go overseas and study. You
Yeah,
understand?
but
And
that's the
then take
reason
them
why I
careers from
said
there.
that's the reason why I said I would blame the owners, because the owner should have just moved away from Lenny, not because he's a bad coach, but maybe he's too good of a coach for the time. Or people would say, but you can't coach anybody, so you're not so good. You understand me? Yeah. So I don't know.
I wouldn't if I were the owner, I would move on from the coach as a quality coach. But what I would do is to try to get sponsorship. That's what the owner should do, so that he can sign players and make sure that he can have a good backroom staff.
Okay, fair enough, fair
So,
enough.
so clearly the owner broke.
I don't know. I don't
Um,
know. I'm just. I don't know how broke the owner is or anything of that sort, bossy. All right.
I come from a football background, where my family usually own clubs, that plays in the Premier League. Black Star was one of them. I don't even remember Black Star from Bucharest.
Mm-hmm.
And brethren, he take millions. And at one point, my cousin owned the club, and it couldn't sustain it. He have to get other stakeholders coming in, and it couldn't sustain it either. And they have to sell out the
Okay.
club.
Okay.
It take a whole lot of money, and the roster at the time was that maybe 30 to 40 players.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it takes millions, man. It takes out. Trust me, that is one thing I won't go into to own a club.
All right. All
It
right
takes a
then.
whole lot of resources.
All right
But
then.
it is really sad because based on the economic climate presently, I mean, Clarendon is not such a big business area that boom with a lot of big businesses. It
Well,
is mainly corporate.
Brian Mighty says money is not the problem. All right. So maybe he has a different statement to add to it. All right. So he said no, money is not the problem. So we're gonna try and figure out tonight what is the problem. So when we leave here,
Well,
at least we can have a.
well, if money is not the problem, then that means them have a brain problem.
Okay. Okay. All right.
And I'm going to be blunt, because if I'm the owner, our owners then, and we have other stakeholders in it, and we have money, why not say, okay, we have, for example, then 20 youngsters then, who don't have a professional contract. You need to go out there and get at least another, say, 15 to another 20 adults who can sign a professional contract.
Okay.
So that
Okay.
if you don't have these youngsters, you always have a team.
Yeah, Brian, I forgot
I
to
think
save
it's
that the
all
number, you
about
know.
you.
So Brian, maybe you have to just text me for me to save it because the thing got mixed up. All right, so definitely text me the number. I completely forgot to save it. Yeah, continue, Mr. Walsh. Continue, so others can
Yeah,
answer.
yeah, that's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. If you realize that boy, you're going to run in a problem because you don't have enough personnel to play. I money than this you. Go out and start scouting players. If you're having a problem then inside Jamaica, you can go to the Caribbean territory too. You have Haiti next door us. You have Cayman right there. You have Dominica right there too. You understand? Getting players. Even the Cubans who come to Jamaica come play, 'cause we get Cuban teachers and nurses and doctors. I don't see why Cuban soccer players can come in and play.
Okay.
So obviously they're not doing them homework. I mean, them drop the ball on that one bit.
All right then,
So
boss.
the parents who text in the comments to say, boy, they're not really sorry for them, but they full blown to the law come down upon them. See that money is not the issue. We can't sorry for them then.
All right then, bossy. All right then. All right.
Mhm.
Oh no, strong. All right then, big boss. So we will link up after, yeah, because you know we have
Yeah,
a chocolate
man.
show. All right, then. Respect, bossy.
Yeah, but we need to call your reason with your
Yeah man, yeah man,
off here,
yeah man. See,
really honor 17.
so big boss, you know, call me after, brother. Man, no call me after, man. But me say, man, I go, we will link
Okay.
up. All right, then I say a word, my brother. All right.
Yeah, man. All right, take
Yeah,
care.
yeah.
Cool.
All right, all right. So let me continue. We'll continue because we have other people in the chat, so it's hard for me to yeah concentrate on one call so far. You will have to catch up. All right. So Humble One, big up yourself, said the league had to make an example out of Chapleton to ensure this behavior doesn't happen again. Okay, so that means some people are okay with what the penalty at this point. Jamaica is not a real place. Eagle Republic standards people. The aspiration is to be more professional as a league. Can't have teams just showing up for matches. Penalty must match the offense. I understand the harshness. All right, then, big man. I have said something. I did not say they could not be penalizing them further down. But to not know and clearly stated at the first, say you don't know the situation and never try to question the situation. You understand? In order for JPL level to rise, they need to start recruit from Central America, which would make it hard for the local players to make the team. So you would now have an under 21 league. Wow. Chevron, that's this team, man. Oh, the man them love mix ups, man. Oh my God, man, just leave. We are talk football, man. We not care about them, some of them, man. Let's make us focus on this damn video, man. My God, man. JD, all right. Island card. Me not interested in something island card. Me work for me information if I come here and talk. Me want to just talk about that. All right. Me I beg on the please. All right. Me not interested. Me not interested. All right. Yes. Me not interested. Wayne Evans, big up yourself. How are you doing, man? Hope all is well with you. Big up yourself, Brian Mighty. Hope you hear what me saying. Now I don't have the number because my completely missed everything. All right. Triple E, bless up yourself. Thanks for being here. But my number running right here, so Brian Mighty. Damn, just put the thing in your phone, brother, and just text me. I'm gonna save the number. All right. Jesus Christ, man. The man make it tough for me, you see, man. Fana, big up yourself, man. Soul Cry, Lenny need an academy for himself where all the guys learn to play his system. Yeah, man. Perhaps the punishment is too harsh because Jason will literally say, I am okay with the punishment, but the punishment should come after when you actually assess the situation and see how you can get it fixed. Like, oh, everything would happen in the rest of the world, then wouldn't just come and punish you because remember, the employee, not the employee, but the workers can just decide they're not going to turn up. You can't beat down the club and take away the points in the club because maybe the club are try get them there and because of them dirty behavior or something. Not saying that was the case, but I'm just trying to show you. So sometimes you have club owners and you have players. They can revolt against you. You don't know. So to come out strong at the start, just to want to war with them, and penalize them and deduct points and them stuff there. When you state at the top that you never knew much about it, that is my issue right there. All right, that is my issue right there. Yeah, so yeah. Every day is a next problem. Come on, we can do better for the football, JFF, and all other organization that has a hand in JA. All right. So Brian Mighty said the issue at the club is administrative, and also other internal problems, etc. As it is now, the manager of the team is a current player. Yes, but we know that part. We know that part. We passed that part. So we are trying to get into the deeper, because if that's the situation, Brian, or why are you going to penalize them when you don't really hear the oh we can get it solved? So all I'm trying to say, I think our attitude is always to try and get the club up start, not trying to bring down the club. That's what I was actually saying. But yeah, people can see it other ways. Diego, big up yourself, man. How are you doing, big boss?
Boy, they both, Happy New Year. My sound funny for your sex.
Okay. Yeah, man. Happy New Year, man.
Busy man, busy.
No, man.
With
But
the boat, with the boat.
we know people busy, man. So we not have no problem with that, man. I say it goes sometimes. Everybody have to do their work, family, and everything. We know that. We know that. We know that. Triple E says 1 second. I'll come back to you, Diego. Triple E said, JD, just read an article, an interesting article published on Nationwide. Indiscipline limited. Limiting opportunities for local footballers overseas. Austin. Okay, yeah, but Austin had said that a lot of times. Carla said something wrong with their brain. Sherman said Clarendon is the best place, sir. All right, then Michael said the club's focus is negligent because it doesn't say lack of funds as they recruited Clovis and not thinking that is cheap. So invest in players that are professional and surround the youths. Okay, okay, okay. Well, when you look at that side, no, we can understand what you're saying. Richard Stewart, bless up, bless up, bless up. The leader, don't entertain the leader. Yeah, but Richard, what you perceive as certain things might not be it. So you can't say don't entertain people under the program. I am not going to fight anyone. It's information. So I am not going to barricade myself, Richard. I don't. Richard, everything that I've done, it's actually just for the betterment of information to the people. We don't hide things from people. So I am not going to censor anyone. You understand me? Yes. I don't know the situation, and I'm not going to censor anyone. You get me? JD, you have to tell him he needs to go. Okay. Cavaliers FC does it with the youngest team and they rotate efficiently with schoolboys. But Cavaliers don't play this style as Chapleton Maroon. To be honest, obviously they have a fresh style of playing. That is true. Definitely like it. But Chapleton Maroon style and CC style is a little bit different than what I saw from Cavaliers still. So maybe what they are doing requires these personnel. So they just got caught in something. They believe in Lenny to get the job done, but at the same time, he needs these players to get the job done because others might never have that ability at this time. To get it done, and that's where they're caught in the problem. That's why I said they should have moved on from him at the start. They shouldn't even entertain him because clearly you knew what he wanted. He never changed that. All right. Cavalier. Oh, yeah. We read that already. Yeah, yeah. A lot of people don't like when you stand out. They just like CC and anything having to do with Lenny. All right, all right. Ricardo Myers, big up yourself, man. Thanks for being here. Yes, man. Let me move on from that now. We have a next story here. We have two more stories. All right. Let me put up. We are going to put up the next one, which is not the best story, but we are going to let's talk about the better story first. All right. Yes. Um, because that is important. And what I never liked something. I never liked something, guys, because we have to be honest to ourselves. I never liked something, completely never liked something, what happened here. All right. But before we get into that, let me just go back to what I was actually looking at. All right. So Jesus God, man. All right. Anyway, so let me pull it up, guys. So right here, you have an announcement right here. All right, very much important. You have some kids that will be traveling to Europe to face Borussia Mönchengladbach and also um, PSV. All right, so they said second opponent for Eurotrip 2023 confirmed. So it's a Kingston Football Academy. Last time I did a piece on them. Because I had one of my subscribers had a family on it as well, and he gave me the information and I brought it to light, and I saw the personnels and places after, so that's very good. All right. um they are doing very good work for Jamaican football, and these are the guys that are going to help Jamaica. These are the standards we should follow. These are people that have sense, no drama, and actual quality going forward. All right. So they said your second opponent for Eurotrip 2023 confirmed. All right. On April 12th, our U15 boys will be going to play 5 times Bundesliga winner and 2-time European Cup winners, Borussia Mönchengladbach in Germany. All right, so that is in Germany. All right, 3:30 p.m. Borussia Mönchengladbach U15 versus KFA U15 European time. All right, you see this? All right, look at this. The 29th of December, they posted this. The 29th of December, they posted this, and this is going to be in on April the 12th. So that is professionalism, and giving you time to get yourself together. All right, so that is from Mönchengladbach. All right, yes, and then I'm going to give you the rest. All right, because they're putting out more information, all of the places that they're going to go, and if you're in these locations, you can go and support them because they are doing things the right way. You get me? And if you don't know about them, we're talking about the Campion, Coles, and Manning Cup team. All right, Campion, Coles, and Manning Cup team. That's the same Kingston Football Academy, and they will have players from inside Jamaica to join the team as well. All right, because they are trying to develop Jamaican football youths. All right, so definitely go and support them. All right, I'm trying to get the additional information here for you. All right, so let me know what say you on this one. Big Boss, you're still here. What say you on this one? Because these are
Yeah,
the
man.
things that I want to highlight. Some good things that's happening for Jamaica. All right, they are playing Mönchengladbach, and they should be playing PSV as well. I'm going to make sure I get that confirmed and give you the time for them. But the fact that they are doing these things and they're making connection with people, how impressed are you guys with this, and how far you think this is going to take these kids? Because I saw them in a Campion, and a Campion really look good as a footballing school overall. So what say you, Diego, on the matter? Because I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy to see this.
Yeah, man. That is always a good move. I mean, it's about time we try to start take small steps to catch up with the rest of the world. And this is a good step for them because at least they'll get a taste of a higher level. And so when they are, and if they were to get to other stages in the football and in competitions and in their careers, it won't be a shock like how we hear some of these former football footballers when they go abroad. It is a bit of a steep shock for some of them. So this is good. It's a step in the right direction.
All right, and this is one as well. KFA defense U17 title. E- Eastern Easter Open. All right, so this is April 9th, 2013. So you're going to have this is in England. All right. So they said Easter Open 2023 provided some quality matches last year with Luton FC in the final. This year they are back again along with some friends from England, English League. We are happy to see Ipswich Town, Norwich City, and Peterborough from English Championship and League One joining this year. All right, so Kingston football putting that on as well. So I guess you're going to get to see them in action right there as well. All right, so it's a lot of things. So people in England can go and support them. Kingston Football Academy, they are the biggest thing right now. That's what I'm seeing. They are the biggest thing that's actually doing things. You get me? They seem like the biggest thing to me doing things because these are kids that's getting opportunity, and once they do come back, they're articulative, they're educated on the field, they're doing a lot of things. So I want to congratulate them on what they're doing, and I love to see what they're doing, and wish them all the best. And I can tell you, anybody you should support in Jamaica that's developing kids, I would say these are the guys to go with. You get me? Yes, you have to go with these guys because they are doing their thing and they are making it very much transparent. And it's that you could see when they turn up with interviews and everything about them, it breeds professional. And this is where I want Jamaica to go. So I love what they are doing. So keep on supporting them. This one will be in this one is in England. In England, this one will be, and this one is in April. All right. So let me see where when. All right. So this one will be this April 12th. All right. So 12th, the Bundesliga one, the Mönchengladbach, the Netherlands trip. So that's from the 2nd to the 16th of April. So they literally have 2 trips going on at the same time. So one will be the youth under 15s and one will be the youth under 17s. So they have 2 trips going on at the same time, all right? And age groups playing age groups. So it's nothing of a mix-up thing and just get some players together and show them on a field. It's literally class, so you know that you play it and it's officially registered, so you can always get back data for it. So it's a professional thing they are doing. So I definitely like that, man. So the KFA defense, let me try and get this in the chat so people can see it. All right, so these guys, man, go and follow them as well. Kingston Football Academy, go and follow them, man. Start following the people that's doing something. You get me? Yeah, man. That's when what I'm starting to promote now is people are doing something. Yeah, me not in the bag of drama every day. The people may do something where we can follow and learn from and know that this is what will put Jamaica forward. And these persons look like they're doing the proper channels, and hopefully more people can take the lead and work like them going forward. Ricardo Myers, big up yourself. Randy with football with Randy, big up yourself, man. Another day of drama in the real housewives of JFF. I can't anymore. No, man. We are just reporting the news, but we are giving a good news as well. Um, Lowe joined Philadelphia Union, and this one is a very good one. And then you have on the JFF side, you have the bad news. You know, yes, JD, Kingston Academy and Ballers Academy should be talked about more. Yes, man, and I will be talking about them more. You know, yes, because they are doing something, and that's what we have to respect. Blessings, Stefan. Right, man. How are you doing, man? Where is it being held? One in England and one in Netherlands. All right, I'm going to try figure out what if the entire thing will be aired in Netherlands. So if the Mönchengladbach will be played in Netherlands as well, and then let you know. All right, and if so, I might can pass through. Let's see. Kingston Football Academy putting in great work. Yes, man. Is that the academy? The Dutch guy is involved. Yes. But you clearly saw that they're putting something out there, and Jamaica people can realize that you have people actually putting in some good work, and you're seeing the results as well. All right. Yes. So that is the next good news. So we put out 2 good news and 2 not so good news. Or you can interpret the last news for Chapelton Maroon as a good side from how the JFF trying to handle the sanction because persons agreed with it. You understand me? So that is not a bad news. That's a good news. Chapelton Maroon situation, they are the ones that have their situation in a mess. It's not the JFF. So I think that we aired 3 good news back to back now. So this one is a little bit different. But I have a slight problem with this, So they said JFF announces new policy guidelines governing sexual harassment, whistleblowers, and safeguarding children. All right, and they continue here to state that the Jamaica Football Federation (JFF) has announced new policy guidelines surrounding sexual harassment, whistleblowers, and safeguarding children and young people. The new policies emerge from a meeting of the JFF board on Saturday, January 21st. The policies, the JFF said, complement the procurement policy already approved in December 2022 and submitted to FIFA. All right, so let me just continue because I have a few questions to ask. According to the JFF, the sexual harassment policy aims at safeguard employees of both genders from unwanted sexual advances and provide them with guidelines to report incidents. Very good, and very up to the time. All right. The new policy explains how they handle complaints and take action against offenders. The JFF aims to provide a safe working environment and prohibits any form of sexual harassment. The football governing body said it's a statement. Said it a statement on Monday. All right. Hence, any act of sexual harassment or related retaliation against an employee is unacceptable. The policy thereof intends to prohibit such occurrence and details the procedure to follow when an employee believes that a violation of the policy has occurred. Making a false complaint of sexual harassment or providing false information regarding a complaint will also be treated as a violation of the policy, the JFF. All right, so clearly they are putting out some good sounding statements. All right, yes. Yes, because it should have always been like that. We had some situations with personnels that got caught right in this bracket, right? And I heard that they are found not guilty. So clearly, those personnels that do those personnel still come under this new law, or you would say it's when it happened, it has to happen now. You get me? Would you penalize those personnels that, if it turns out to be a lie, the personnel told on maybe the previous coach? Should they still be penalized under this new act that instated in December? What say you, Bossy? Diego, what say you on that matter? Should, because we had a little situation, because clearly this law.
Yeah, the maroon business you talk about, right?
No man, we move on now. They brought in their sexual
Okay. You
harassment
think I did
law.
the same? Okay.
No, we completely move from that. We gone on to the sexual harassment law at this point.
Oh, the sex.
All right. So
Oh.
yes, but they have also said in the same act, if you made a false statement or proven to be a false statement and the person find not guilty, you should be penalized as well, equally as how you would have perceived a person to be a offender, because you're offender when you falsely claimed something. So I'm saying something like that. An incident happened, and I've heard the personnel found not guilty. So I'm saying that, would you go back and penalize that personnel even though the act came in to December, or you would say that, all right, it happened before, so it's a clean slate and you will start it after?
I see. That tricky. It's sort of harsh we go back, go penalize somebody for something. Be a rule whenever they both stealing. Sort of harsh. But I guess that would have dependent on this case and the intensity of what was said. How much integrity and character damage happened? Is it still occurring even now? Are they still suffering tremendously as a result? And maybe those are grounds to revisit and do that, because what if those false claims is totally ruining the person's life? And maybe there's a case there, but it's sort of hard to go back and penalize somebody. It reminds me of like doping. A rule never in place at a particular time. or that substance never really illegal, and now that years after illegal, then go back and ban somebody. Me start to have an issue with that. But as me say, depend on if that incident is still significantly and currently affecting the person after the rule was made.
All right, all right. Fair. No, no. I just asked the question. I just asked the question. Yes, that's all. And I've never said anything bad. I'm not trying to prison anyone, guys. We have 107 people here, and we're gonna hour. Clearly, this is not the news what you want to hear, but for me, I have to do what I came out here to do. So all you can do is just support the channel by hitting the like button and subscribe to the channel. So if you have 112, it reach 112 likes. All right. The MVP from the last tour, that's Javine Williams. I heard he's being tracked by clubs in Netherlands. Well, that would be very good. He's a part of the U17 camp. All right, we will definitely check him out to see what he is doing at this point. He's doing good things. Forget his name, but big up to the coach. All right, Jamaica. Yes. Yes, man. Yes, man. He's a person. We talked about him a while. I heard that the youth 17s will be playing TNT in a friendly. I don't know about that. I heard that they're playing a game, but I don't know. So if you're confirming now, that is very good. The people who locked up for selling marijuana should be free. No, since it's legal. I just ask a question. I just ask a question, and you saw life on it. Funny, you saw life funny, Umzo. And Diego brought up a good point. If it's still affecting the persons today and the case is going on today, would that not all right? 'Cause I no, you know what, let me leave it alone. Because I do believe if you're going to court today and the rule came in last month, even the incident was 3 years ago, you're in the times, so you should still be going by the same rule. All right? Yes. Bless up, Owen. Hope all is well. All right. Camel man on the move, good or bad? I don't know. I don't know. You can't go back. That makes no sense in no country. All right. Clean slate, harsh. Okay, all right, no problem, no problem. I was just trying to ask something because I thought that it damaged. If it turns out to not be true for the last coach, it really damages his reputation, guys. That's all I was saying. It really damages his reputation. So I'm saying if people should
Yeah,
get
man, you
penalized
have
for those things, that's all we were saying. So when we,
yeah, man, you have to look on it from the other angle too. What if he can't ever get any sort of coaching to the level where he was before, because this has marred his reputation and his ability to even earn a living ever. Why am I gonna get out of that really? So depends on the intensity. In my opinion, me not like the idea generally, but again, it depends on how significant it affect the person. No, you know what I mean? You have it. So what type of justification am I gonna get to get in life back in balance on a normal level while it was built on lies? That to me is a issue. I
yeah,
don't like the retroactive thing myself, but we can understand exceptions to that rule. You know what I mean?
yeah, that's all I was actually trying to say. I was not trying to fight against I was not trying to prison people. Good news, JD, we're tired to hear certain news still. Yes, but Stefan, that's what we're trying to do. But clearly some people, it looks like they're only interested in a pasa and nothing for expand there. They don't know what. Today I was watching a guy. I don't know if you guys know him. Good guy, man. Good guy. I've been watching him for a while. That's where I met even Dredino. Dredino is always over there. Let me tell you him name, man. He always cover. He has a pulpy eyes. My kid call him pulpy eyes because obviously English is not our first language, so she call him pulpy eyes. Good guy, man. Nice, nice guy, man. Nice guy. Let me get the name for you. You can go and subscribe to him. He's a Jamaican. He's a Jamaican. Let me get it for you. Very very good guy. All right, guys. Remember, you can't just get up every day and you just want all sort of. You just want to get up. What I've realized, a lot of these people came in the category, and the reason why they support certain stupid things is just because they just got up to get a fix. They want to have a vibes. You know, they just want to have a vibes. They don't want to have. They are not here to help. No Jamaica. They are not interested. They just want to hear the drama. You have some people come here. They just want only drama. You get me? And that's why they even enable certain people, because if it's any sort of sense, it wouldn't be possible. It's just, and you need to stop with those things. You have to stop enable people because true you get a little fix. That makes no logical sense, guys. All right, that makes no logical sense. I'm trying to get it right here for you. Um, you know him, man. You guys know him, man. All right, let me type in Usain Bolt because I was watching it. Him and him talking about Usain Bolt. He's a good guy, man. Always breaking down the thing. All right, I've watched it. So obviously, if I've watched it, it's in my setup, so I can tell you where to go, where it is, where it is, where it is, where it is. Good. Oh, okay. Yes. Slow. So Flow TV. Good guy. Good guy. Always good guy. Break down things. The man literally said he was listening to a case, and he shared it with his parties, the Jamaicans them, and the Jamaicans them came over, and he was embarrassed because the court, the actual judge tell no, not either the liar, but anyone speaking, giving you the actual information, and all of the Jamaicans them in there listen to each other and don't care about what the guy is saying. So SoFlo had to go back and make a secondary video with the information that they have just gotten over there, you know, because they never listen. And I've said, oh my God, it looks like it's not a football thing. It looks like these guys just on the internet to just have a fix. They don't really care about certain things. So when I'm here busting my brains to say that we are trying to get Jamaica better, most of these people don't really care. They are just here to network with other Jamaicans. You understand me? So that's why I want to support certain madness. You get me? But all of the sensible Jamaicans, and please support the quality things, them, so we can get that out there. We don't care if you want to support the foolishness and the drama centers and them stuff there. I have no problem with that. But support the quality contents, them, so at least those can be seen, because remember, you should be here to help Jamaica. It's not about you want to have a fix and you want to meet four Jamaican persons. We need to stop that on the internet. Our country is small and we can come together and actually do a good job. So let we do a good damn job. All right, and stop with the media center, a drama, because that's you the show flow of the video over there. And the guy was so upset because he's saying he tried to conduct himself a certain way. But these people, my God, man. So we are embarrassing ourselves on all levels, man. Let we be the upstanding Jamaicans at least here. All right, let we be the upstanding Jamaicans at least here. And we tried to come to some honest conclusion to certain things, and we just keep it up. The video, let me tell you the video. He just did it, man. He just did it because I just started to watch it. The FBI calling, all right? And he had the book and everything, and he was breaking down all of the things. And he was talking about a girl that dropped off a balcony and died, and the Jamaican story never read it, wrote it out right, and it lack information in it. So he produces good things, and I've always listened to him before. You get me? Yes. I've always listened to him before, but we need to do better, man. We need to do better. When I heard him say it, I said, oh, so it's not just a category. It's just Jamaicans overall. That's what we do on the internet. That is sad. And when we say Jamaicans, we are talking about majority. We are not talking you as an individual that will come up and say, me not do that. We know you don't do it, but you have others that do it. And they are a problem. All right. Yes. So we want to make sure we should have a sensible set of people that not just come on the internet for drama. See, Chevon, oh, hear this, no, me no want to hear this. Me da write down my things for come here. Me never look no drama. Me come here for me and the people talk about a few things. But Chevon, him always a jump for the drama. So even when the man them sensible, them tend to just waste them time for nonsensical things, Lanzi, big up yourself, man. Massive respect. What say you and that Diego? We need to do better, Diego. Big man thing, man. We need to do better, man, because this is not Jamaica alone. Jamaica, the football category, this is just Jamaica in general. Because this man have 333,000 subscribers. And he's saying he has some serious problems with people not listening and don't even listen to information. They are just in there, just communicating with themselves and not even care what's out there. So you cannot kill a man on the screen and nobody in a seat because they're in the chat so busy.
uh, fair point, man. Fair point. But we know say this how we need to be as a people. We just need to be a bit more reasonable and wise and informed that we can have proper conversation.
Yeah, so them
Simple as that.
listen to. I'm trying to show you, At least them are listen. At least our fans are listen. So Flo, you need to borrow my subscribers them and put over yours because them are listen. Cause I, but I've not said I called him pulpy eyes. He's my kid. Our first language is not English. All right. Yes, he's my kid. All right. The plus I see for Lowe is that Philly only have two centre backs in their roster. Yeah, man. Yes, we talk about it 100%. So he's sure of getting games. All right, but sure of getting games that does not mean you're gonna be successful. It means you're gonna be sure of getting game. So we're gonna be watching him, and hopefully he can do his best. JD, I typed in pulpy eyes and nothing comes up. No, I told you the name of the person. I look back. I've looked back in my watch list and I saw it. It's so flow, man. The guy is a cool guy, man. Come on, man. So flow, yeah, man. Decent youth, yes, man. Look like he's an ex-soldier and he conducts himself properly, and he still loves Jamaica and he conducts himself properly. So it can happen. Yes. So JD, why Low always move to club every year if he's that good? But we have said here that we don't think he's the top echelon of a player like what most people would have said, but he's a decent player, for the CONCACAF region, and he has not done anything for me to think otherwise. Only plus for Low, he's moving to a good team that is Philadelphia, and he has his friend there, and they sometimes they tend to can function a little bit more with people of their own. Yes. What happened to Darren Mattox? I haven't heard a thing about him since the felony fraud case. Okay, Mattox. But Mattox,
Good
they said
question. I
Mattox
haven't heard
was
about that guy in a while.
no, man. They said he was coming to Jamaica the other day, man. What we're talking about? We just heard about Mattox, man, the other day. We just heard about him. All right. Have a
Oh, that they miss me, JD.
have a fix. Content no crack. Yes, man. Content no crack, man. We gave you the video, big boss. Kai, big up yourself. I just got here. What happened to the JPL? Some situation with Chapleton Maroons and they put down some penalties and stuff and points awarded and stuff. So we don't know how it's going to turn out in the end. All right. So it's a problem now. Who really a buy low Premier League? I don't think low are is at the Premier League standard. I don't believe so. I just think we have that tendency to just be overly prideful. I've never seen him as a Premier League player. Not because Ethan Pinnock can be a Premier League player means Damion Lowe can be a Premier League player. It's just not true. All right. Yes, it's just not true. They are not the same quality of players, and there is a thing called quality. All right, and it's very much evident that one was very far better. It's just because people just never wanted to admit what the truth was clear, the clear truth from day one. If you look at football and assess it the right way, you never expected one to be even remotely as good as one. Yeah, it was cleared. But the guy is a good player. You can still be a good player and be in the MLS, guys. The problem is we as Jamaicans, we just want to compare every day. We just get up every day and want war. So that is our problem. We just go and get up every day and want to war. So if we mention Ethan Pinnock, we have to go for a Jamaican. Oh, yeah, man, Luke can compete with him. No, the man is a Jamaican too. So why we just never just start with love? You get me, Diego? Why we never just start with love from the first time? You get me? Rather than just we don't need to compare them. Ethan Pinnock is a different level footballer, and we have that different level footballer playing for Jamaica. Not because he didn't born here. So yeah, we will just move on
Right.
from that. He gets an opportunity to showcase his skill set. And the problem with Philadelphia, not a problem. I think this is something that most Jamaicans can resonate to. So I think he could be a more of a success at Philadelphia than Inter Miami. You understand me? Because it looks
Yeah.
like if you play good, uh, it's a club that more of a player club, because Andre Blake, they give him all free license. They respect him. So I think if he goes there, Inter Miami is not the same. Inter Miami, if you're a big name, they just give you 50 billion and you come there. They are one of the teams that's trying to raise the name of the MLS via big names coming in every time, are linked with big names. You get me? So um Philadelphia is more of one of the traditional team that's trying to build through player quality rather than big names and money spending.
Yeah, no wrong with that. At least it gives a bit more space. We put it away if a
Hmm.
person like him express himself. So yeah, that's a okay move. But the ball in his court to see how successful he is.
I love Gemma name for the guy Pulpy Eye. Makes me laugh. But you call the other guy Pulpy Eye as well. An American. He's a comedian. Shola, yes, she call him pulpy eyes. So it's always when the guys them eye popping out, she call him pulpy eyes. So all right. Kai said, JD, mind you make the man them burn you out, but Jamaicans best. I have not said Jamaican best, and the year TikTok presents himself. He comes for next while. Why does it have to be versus Pinnock JD? Tim Ream playing the EPL. Some people say Lowe is better than him, but I don't think Lowe is better than Tim Ream either. So I would not I've not fooled myself, and I've not rated him that highly from day one. All right. So I don't expect it if he does make the Premier League. I don't expect it to happen. All right. Yes. So and I was not I TikTok, we were saying the opposite. Diego, we were saying the opposite. We have to stop the competition. One man are playing in the Premier League and one man not playing in the Premier League. So we just understand and everybody make for the Premier League. You get me? And in the future, like what Kingston Academy doing, maybe we will get more players in the Premier League. You know why? Because they're going to be more educated. You understand me? And I'm happy with that. So Jamaica time coming. Let we just wait for our time, non-stop force our time. You know why? If we force our time, Diego, we can damage ourselves as well. Because reputation is an important thing. Reputation is an important thing. If you sell about a bunch of fraud ballers when they do nothing, a lot of your good ballers them cannot even make the same transfer because the amount of stipulations will be put in place for them to check your ballers. Sometimes your ballers might break down before that and don't pass the test. So you have to always be careful where you run to put players at. Because reputation is important, and that's why I had to say to Mr. Speed the other day. And Mr. Speed came up and said it out of his own. Sometimes, if you sell too much boss players, it turn out back to haunt you because when you have the real good player, some of the man them don't even want to take it. Them go different places. You understand me, Diego? So that is important. So sometimes we
Yeah,
should
man,
not.
and that is again, those are just being reasonable and
Yes.
being
So we have to be
holistic.
careful.
It's just like when the 98 come through, and a few of the ballers shine and then get some nice little deals overseas or in the MLS. You sort of set a platform based on how they conduct themselves for ballers after them. So we don't want that start to whittle away. We want to still offer the clubs in other countries quality. We don't want the reputation to start,
Okay.
dwindle away, or they're getting a product that is not matching up with their expectations.
Yeah, man. I think people need to look at those things, man. So I love Brian Burke says Low better than Tim Ream. Laugh. Keep the stream going. Yeah, we keep this. We're not fighting TikTok, man. We just go through TikToks coming them and everybody else one. I believe our time will come. Mr. Dre, I actually believe and know I'm actually happy. Because when I see Kingston football doing these things, I know that no, we don't have any excuse. We were big, fast, and strong. We never had the football education, clearly. Now we have people coming to give us the football education. So you know what now? If we it's sink or swim time because we are still big, fast, and strong. And now we are getting educated. So it's a time for we to produce now. So we are Jamaica is at the time now, guys, that we are not running away from nothing now, no excuse now, because every man is getting equal education as worldwide now, because you have a licensed coach, European a licensed coaches coming to make academies here, bringing the players them overseas, training them right year round, giving them the right supplement, and they're playing tough competitions, so everything is getting better now. So excuse not the year anymore. A time for people start deliver, at least the next 5 years on a big level. But youth stage, we can look for the people and deliver now. So that's why I love what Kingston Football Academy doing, and numerous other academies. I love what they're doing now. So the excuse not there no more. So people like TikTok don't need to use the excuse anymore, because them man can train right round in a good weather and keep on improving. All right, so the time that you're, I agree with you, Mr. Dre. JD, because you play in the Premier League doesn't make you better than someone else. Yes, TikTok, it makes you better than someone else, but you just don't know. You just don't know. All right. You just don't know why. But one, let we keep it in context. Lowe no better than him. That's all me I say. Him no better than him. That's all me I say. I believe Lowe can be a top defender. Just need to cut the rush tackle. But that's a part of his actual ability and skill set. Warriors 777. 777, yes. So you can't take him away, because from the first day I've seen this man play, that is a part of his game. So I don't know. That's like saying the sniper, the man will be a good sniper if him hand not shake enough, but him have some shaking problem. Yes. So that is exactly what you're saying. So clearly, he's not a good defender for you, good enough to play at the top level, and that's how we say. Let me move on, man. It is not a winning every battle here. We just talk about the war. Local coaches need to try coach to meet international standards as best as possible. Karoom, it'll come now because the academies them doing it, so we can't run away from it. We saw CC playing, we saw Campion playing, we saw. Give me the team, then, man. My team, man. We have around 4 team countryside. There you go. They either play some real football. The young team, Yarcastle that play some good football.
Yeah,
Yarcastle that play some good
Yarcastle
football.
affiliated with one academy that
And
way.
you never have to
Yeah.
ask. You
Think
never have to ask.
Mount Pleasant.
For you see them a play, you
Yeah.
say, damn, them youth look like them a learn football. Them that just sit down and not do nothing. And just turn up at the football field. Them the system them and make sense. You get me? So we have a
Yeah,
lot
man.
of teams. The schoolboy football show me so you have a lot of teams. You can clearly see the team where their academy, though, from the team when they know it. You can clearly see the team that's actually in the academies than the team the players that's not in academies. So that teaches something. That actually should have been the answer to the one TikTok. Say when you go and learn football, you're naturally going to be better. Because what they're using a Diego, only skill set they are using. Oh, this man talented because he's fast, strong, and he
Yeah,
play a
man.
solid 3 man. So one day if him brain cell
And
not as
while
good as the next man, how much of a count that is? You understand me?
yeah, while Mona is not the finished article in terms of football, we would I want to say, but obviously Mona have improved a lot too. You know, me like a lot of aspects of Mona game, and it's because they're affiliated with Phoenix. So
Yes,
it's
they
not
are
a
they
bad
are
thing when high schools try and align themselves.
agreed,
It's good progression.
agreed. You can clearly see. I agree, I agree. Lowe is better than Harry Maguire. All right, the TikTok got trouble. Welcome everyone. Like and oh yes, guys, we have 124 here. Definitely like up the video. Get us to 150 likes at least. We aim for 2. If we are going to go 2.5 hours, let we go for 200 likes. If we drop short of 200, still okay. We can make it up on the back end. Yes. Dilo is an EPL player. In his and TikTok mine. All right. All right. I am better than Anthony from Manu. All right. Jesus God. It gone down. The same thing that we just talked about, Diego. It just boy, TikTok, you come and mash up my show
Me,
again, TikTok.
me feel like him. Me feel like he's like a rile up thing. I don't know if him really believes some of the stuff what he say.
Yes.
Feel like I just try to get under your skin, there, God. JD, that
All right. Feel like TikTok drop out of school from no, you can't. This is the TikTok man. TikTok write statements not in a normal when they come on to writing statement. No excuse. Yeah man, no excuse or reason. Big boss, because we getting better with the academies, the football, the studies, everything in the country. So we should and we are seeing the displays. So I and I'm honest. Yes, Andrew 55, big up yourself. Warrior 777 said if Lowe wasn't all that good. Why is he the mainstay in the Jamaican team? He's not a mainstay in the Jamaican team. And that these are some of the statements that we need to stop used. All right. Because 2016, you had Wes Morgan and those guys. They changed their system. The coach came in and changed his system and chose Damion Lowe them to come in the system. All right. Yes. So it was not a fair playing field because not no planet you're gonna pick Damian Lowe over Wes Morgan. It don't make no sense at all. All right. Yes. So it comes down to preferential bias and lack of football education. You get me? Because definitely when you talk about a coach, you would have classed lack of football education with the preferential bias as well. You know? Yes. So that was the situation. Warrior 777. It's not about actual ability. Not saying the guy ain't good, ain't okay, are good in the CONCACAF region. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that he's not the top level. And I can't believe that I have to be here fighting to just JD, you love soccer. So far, check who is rated higher. Reem or Low. But Low playing in a damn MLS. Reem playing in the Premier League, playing against Manchester City and also Liverpool. And all the best league players them. And if he has over 6, that would have been a 12 in the MLS, brother. So come on, man, TikTok, man. Let we be realistic, man. If we type in who is better, Reem or Low, it's not going to tell a Low. It's going to tell a Reem. I believe I can fly. I need to get wings. Oh my God. They might take on TikTok today, All right. You chat too much foolishness already. Low is rated higher than Reem. Everybody is better than a Jamaican to you. Oh my God. So so we not just said Jamaica get better now? And there is no excuse, but we just don't give you the one where you want TikTok. Are you out here a beat? I've said that I don't think the guy is as good, and I've said that when you guys are rave him. So I've not said it no. I have not said it no. I said it back then. I'm a Damian Lowe fan. He been in the MLS. All right, in the MLS. Um, if they saw Lowe as a top CB, he wouldn't have been in the top 5 leagues. He would have been in the top 5 leagues in Europe already. Trust me. But you know the story around them that it's people fight them out and other, all sorts of things. Excuses make them not reach away. May hear him story and may not believe it none at all. Some Jamaicans don't like hear that Americans are doing well. But TikTok is in America. So he needs to come out of America and stay and go right to the biggest flag in Jamaica and put up him on and text. Diego. TikTok need to go up on the biggest flag in Jamaica, go back, come out time outside US, go to Jamaica and put up the biggest flag and go there. Because Diego, me come off like me no want a Jamaican do good. How much Jamaican they hear me talk about and positivity about Jamaicans in the show? It's just because me don't come up here and say every Jamaican better than everybody. It would have been mad. It would have been mad to say that. So
Yeah,
me
you
I
can't say that because we know worldwide say there's a standard of football being played where Jamaica is just not that. It's pretty simple and not hard to understand.
uh,
You hear Maggie and these guys say when them play in the Premier League and then them fi go over so in our Division Two side a different story. So we
yeah,
know these are all facts.
thank you, Diego. So then,
You know, I
Diego,
feel
no,
we
no,
know,
no,
we
no.
know.
TikTok, why you ball at them? When you ball at them, speak them, I tell them, I say the same thing as me, but you come here and disrespect me every week. I really want to know that, why TikTok ball at them say the same thing as me when them talk. Me hear Andre Blake does a talk, I'ma tell them. Punch Simon channel, go and check it. Me hear obviously me not hear Leroy Lowe said that him said the opposite because obviously he's an egotistic personnel. Yes, 1000%. But you hear everybody else. Leon Bailey said the same thing. BNB on the baller. Maggie said the same thing. Maggie on the baller. Cephas said the same thing. Cephas on the baller. Kaim Paris said the same thing. Kaim Paris on the baller. Shamar said the same thing. Shamar on the baller. So it's a TikTok. You cannot fight me TikTok. Yeah, Mannings, William Nib, Central, Dintil, and Manchester. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. JD, we compete and beat your educated footballers all the while. I don't know which team Jamaica beat all the while. Which good team in this region Jamaica beat all the while in a history. Please type it up because I lie you I tell. Jamaica na beat none of the big team them. Jamaica na have a win record against none of the big team them in a CONCACAF. Not one. So don't come and tell a lie. Don't come and tell no lie here. United States, Costa Rica, and United States, Costa Rica, Mexico, them don't have a win record against. So top tell lie. And if you go to Panama, Jamaica don't have a win record against Panama either. So don't forget the academy that the CC players are coming from. But you don't give me it, you know. Me just know Sammy and me know the CC players them. You know, JD, do you know Dare to Dream Academy? No, me no know the academies, you know. TikTok. Stop following me up. Stop this me. And I mean I read your comment. I'm show you nothing more than respect. You don't need for this me because I'm not this either. Academies have vastly improved the quality of young players in Jamaica, and that's what we're telling TikTok. JD, I can't even find Lowe on FIFA 23. He should be on FIFA 23 because MLS is in. Oh my goodness. You cannot compare apples to orange. Damion Lowe is okay, nothing special. Lack awareness and make unnecessary tackles. All right. So see a man park up the stats here now. Reem is at 6.90 in the EPL last season, and Lowe is at 6.93 in the MLS. Oh my goodness. So all right, so TikTok get burned up again, you know, guys. TikTok get burned up again. Statement.
Unless you believe the MLS and EPL at the same level.
Yes, TikTok, of course, man. JD Lowe definitely starting for Manchester United and England. All right. Hopefully, Al Grimson will sort out good from Una good, whether Jamaican or Englishman. Warrior 777. I think Al Grimson will do his best. And I think it's going to work because that's what took place, you know, under the last coach, you know. And then what you see happen, as soon as they get a Jamaican coach, they fling with everybody. They just throw off everybody. I showed you guys the stats. One time, majority of the Englishman them are playing a system and I get the best result. You see, as soon as Jamaican coach come in, no Englishman at all. Not even one, you know. None for months. And then they brought back the ones them that can play, respect him. So it's not the man we have we can speak out. They remove that. They remove the vice. And you need vice in the rooms. You know, his name is TikTok JD. Facts is America's continue to improve will only help the region. They have all the money. But Jamaica is improving as well. Ballers Academy is doing some good work. Yeah, man. We are gonna write down all of the academies and give them their credit, man. Share their social medias and let people go there. Let's see if he doesn't start at Philly, but rises the bench. If he will be an automatic starter in the team. Let's see, man. JD Pinnock has a long way to go to match what Lowe has done at an international level. Not even Wes Harding was as effective as Lowe internationally. I don't know what you're talking about, man. People are not saying what you claim you are. Oh my God. What happened to TikTok? You dissing Jamaica and Jamaicans every day, JD. Jesus God. Diego. All right. No, let me see now. We're gonna cut. We have to remove TikTok today. We came here. Did we this Jamaica the entire time we be here, Diego? This was not a positive stream until TikTok come here. Let me hear people. We have 100 people here. Did we this Jamaica at no point from we are here until TikTok actually turn up here? Even Low we were talking good
The,
about, you know.
the summary it is that when reality, when we talk reality, some people interpret it as this. No, it's just reality. As simple as that, It's not this. It's just reality.
No, but we just want people
We
to call
can't
him
we
out.
can't just we can't just
Diego,
say some
Diego,
loose stuff and
that
say,
no, that not the
boy,
problem, Diego. We
um,
want to call him
you
out.
know,
We want to call him. We want the fans call him out for make him say him pull back the video, and we never talk no negative about Jamaica. A pure positive because we look for all of the positive news them because we actually have positive news where we want to invest in them. And we come with the positive news. We rubbished all of the negative news just to don't talk about it. And TikTok come and say we are talk negative about Jamaica. And the sad thing is, him wouldn't go to the people who actually attack negative news and say them attack negative news. Only me alone him come and body up. Football rerun, they said Panama played Jamaica so far 13 matches. Panama won 7 direct matches. Jamaica won 2 matches, 4 matches ended in a draw. All right, so it tells you. So they do not have a win record against Panama either. So that means I was correct yet again. You see what I'm talking about, Diego? Me not say nothing wrong, it just come off not good for Jamaica. But that is the truth. That is the truth. The man have
but
to
that's
take me
why we
on
say
the truth.
reality. And it is improving. Remember say we are say from even Jamaica improving. Remember say the youth say we go play so much over so and all of them stuff. So I know like say no improve, but we are not. We can't say everything is fine. Is it that one like TikTok would want we say everything all right, man? We could just like everybody else. That's not the reality,
I think TikTok,
you
any
know.
any reality channel, as what you said, anybody that talks level, TikTok will have a problem with it. Anyone that talks level, TikTok will have a problem. It's an academy out of Africa. I recommend you to find them. Okay, Mad Vibes, thanks. We'll do that. JD, remember we have seen Pinnock play for Jamaica. A club baller does not necessarily translate. I am telling you, since Pinnock played for Jamaica, there is nobody better than him in a Jamaica shirt. That simply means you just don't know where I look for. You just don't know what you're looking for. If you tell me that Damion Lowe has been better, him look like him a do more things. Him look like him a do more things on the field. All right, him look like him a do more things on the field. But ask any coach if you think that he's playing better than him. Or if they think he's playing better than him, and I promise you, TikTok, then you will learn about football. Then you will learn about football. Because remember when we played Panama, and I heard man come in here, what am I do on the field? And me I said, brother, Ethan Pinnock never have a bad game. And people said, what you mean by that? You know, see them get 3 love. So I said, getting 3 love mean that a person have a bad game and then I go to them and show them a few things in the game. And everybody change their mind. So sometimes it's just the attitude that we have as a culture. What we look out for things. All right. JD, you skip my comment. No, sorry. No, I skip the comment, but yeah, Liverpool, because you try worried Anthony. It's important to comprehend a conversation before you come to the conclusion. That is JD's dissing JA. No man, him say me this Jamaica. They said they don't know when you're dissing Jamaicans. Una claim that una trying to help. Okay. All right, TikTok. If you think I'm bad man JD, oh dear you talk the truth. Because everybody go in and stats and see the truth. And then the man them still want to take it for the some bad man. Doesn't matter about win record, it only matters matter the recent record. The recent record winner better than Panama, brother. So the recent last week, today, not next week, it's still not better than we don't have a good record against Panama, brother. Recent last week, next week, tomorrow, next 3 weeks, we still not have a better record. That is the truth, TikTok. So you cannot move the goalposts. If mans don't distort the truth about our players, how will they get picks with the ballers from their Instagram? Oh, no, but I don't need anybody. I don't need that proves that I'm much more here to help because they never hear me a pose beside the baller. um, JD, we real Daniel Johnson Ravel and UK players were supposed to run CONCACAF and they flop. Club ball is not international football. Oh God. All right, fair enough. All right. So the fight with TikTok. So Diego, let us finish up the show for the next 12 minutes, we go to 2 hours, we did our job. We're not gonna fight with TikTok here because TikTok now him start but a problem now. We never said anything bad. Everything we said was positive. All right. Panama beat us 3-2, 3-0 in World Cup qualifiers. What recent result? TikTok does movie story. I beat TikTok every single day when he comes here. All right. So guys, I all we were saying is we hope the best for Lowe. You get me? We hope the best for Lowe. um for the future endeavors. Obviously, Philadelphia is a good team. They made the conference final 1 year, and they made the final. They got knocked out by New York 1 year before making the final, and that one was when they got coronavirus. Blake and those guys got the coronavirus, and then their team was beaten. And New York went on to win the entire thing. Then they went on to go back to the finals yet again. So that's good. And the full finals, not just the conference final, it's the full finals. All right. So that is good. So when you look at performance, I think Philadelphia is a bigger team than them. But when you look at where they're trying to project to, Inter Milan would be the bigger team because they have the bigger star power, the bigger backing, and they're trying to bring in bigger investments. So obviously, if you want to showcase that, you can go other places. That's a place you would want to be. You understand me? I thought enough people saw Lowe at Inter Miami. But the problem is most of not most. I think Lowe had three highlighted moments. And two of those moments were actually bad moments. You understand me? The one from Depay, the one from Benteke, and one was a good one, a good goal. So the three main highlights, and that's the thing that sell people to people. All right, especially on the Twitter, young kids them. So three of Lowe's biggest moments in the MLS is two of them a meme. Two of them is a meme. You get me? One when Benteke scored a goal line, he did not know where he was, not at all. And the Mbappe, the Depay, you know that for Depay by himself, and then he scored a good goal. All right, so he had a good positive in it as well. So I would have said, make the youth just go there, try his best. If he's good enough to reach a Premier League, no problem. But I've been saying that I don't have the level of hype that you have. You can't hate me for that. I rate Andre Blake. I rate Leon Bailey. I rate Shamar Nicholson. I rate Kaim Paris. You understand me? Um, so I don't know if I don't rate one. It's a big problem, TikTok. Come on, man. I wanted to come here, TikTok, and this we reason TikTok, All right. Let me see. Until World Cup qualifier, we have been beating Panama, Gold Cup, etc. Check your facts and stop eating. TikTok flat out lying. The CC players are coming from Jogo Bonito Academy. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Drayman. Mark Alan, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All right. Probably TikTok probably be a teenager. No man, TikTok will be every day, man. Football with Randy, he is probably not that even more sad. All right. We are talking about Lowe and becomes versus Pinnock. Why are you eating so much, JD? No, me can't. Diego, what me do wrong? What me do wrong in that stream? Me write down a bag of positive things, and TikTok still come and fight me, Be sure surround, but TikTok. So what?
No, man, TikTok is what you call rarely agreeable. You have to counter something to keep the thing interesting again. Even if you don't really have the need for it, that have to go.
TikTok, me I do good TikTok. Me promise you, me better than when me just come here. And me do is positive thing me put in it. And me talk, just put back the video TikTok. Appear positive, me talk about TikTok. I have not said anything negative about the brother. All right? Yes. The man said me I eat. JFF, you don't have any news No, database. And you see, once I finish, I'm going straight to my bed. So I won't have no news on it. And I'm not going to cover nothing at all, database. Me not depend on it, database. But football channel me have. Anybody will want to turn them football channel in a dramatic centers, me not have no problem. But me not turn this in a dramatic center. A football we talk about big database, and only when it tied into football, me I go talk about it, database. Me have to keep my core audience that one football. You get me? The drama center only selling in Jamaica. Only selling in Jamaica. You get me? Nowhere else. You get me, database? You know the thing already, boss. Me I try my best. Pinnock better than Low by far. Yes, I know that. I know that. I know that, Young Kings. I think everybody say that now, but TikTok, and we never compare them. A TikTok come here and compare them, and then start the war. Cause me literally say the opposite. Say me no want compare them one that stop because of Jamaica did start the comparison. Cause when me come here and say Ethan Pinnock better than everybody, and it's not a question. The man them start call up either lane and either state and either road and either everything. You understand me? That's how it started. So Jamaica people actually did that, not me. You get me? I'm curious to see who is behind TikTok because only females I know would use that name. R is a fish. Okay. Low always out of position and like to make silly tackles. All right. Always talking factual 18. Jamaica versus Panama 10 matches. 2 wins, two draws, 6 loss. um, you are not doing much good, JD. You fun. The tribalism, everything is UK versus local American education versus dumb Jamaicans. Jesus God. Whew. All right, all right. You know what? Me I go cancel out some more topics out of my videos. So me can do even better. Cause more please TikTok as well. Big up yourself, data boss. So me I go become me I go change up the thing, man. Don't worry with TikTok. Me I go fix it TikTok. You're gonna respect the channel. So far score show otherwise. Lower is better. The ratings. Okay, no problem. All right. So let we chop it up because you know come in for a while now
So
in a
when
day ago. So let we chop it up
so when
because
TikToker say
me no know what
TikToker
TikTok I say.
say if a man rating a 7 point something in a Finnish league at the same sort of rating as if he playing in a
Yes,
Premier League,
he thinks that
you know, for that
he thinks that they
him a influence.
generalize the play personnels them. He thinks that they generalize them, which make no sense because in
No, they don't.
all right the
The
Premier League
rating
is
is
not this.
reflective of
Yeah,
the leagues themselves.
yeah, the Premier League makes it's not the same level, none at all. It's not the same level. You cannot compare them at no point. It's not the same level, none at all. And at any point. All right, yes. So let me pull in Ethan Pinnock because I saw the Premier League raving about some of his stats that is the best in the Premier League last season. All right, so let me go up on his last year stats. 32 games played, 32 started, 84 minutes, 2 teams of the week, 1 goal. All right, obviously we're not gonna count his goal and even big chance. We don't interested in those things. The passing, touches 63.5, big chances created 2. We're not interested in that. The passes, yes, the accuracy of passes inside the half, own half, 86%, which is 23.7. Long balls, 32, which is 2.2. 2.0 chip passes, you don't have to count that. Crosses, you don't have to count that one. All right, and then the defending side, 7 clean sheets in that time. Interception per game 1.4, tackles per game 1.6, possession 0.1, dribbles pass per game 0.4. That was one of his impressive stats. Clearances per game 4.6, and errors led to shot 1. 1 out of the 32. All right, 1 out of the 32. And then the duels now, something that he was successful in big time. Total duels won 6.8, which is 68% of his duel. Ground duels 2.3, 72%. Aerial duels 4.7, 67%. Possession loss 14.1. Foul 0.3 and was foul 0.4. All right. Yes. So TikTok, this is his last year stats. Cards, 1 yellow card, 0 yellows lead to red, 0 red cards. All right. And they gave a little summary here. Said Ethan Pinnock is 29 years old, and he's 187 centimeter tall. Ethan Pinnock prefers to play with left foot. His jersey number I don't believe his height. That's the only thing I don't believe there. But I'm just you don't disrespect anything by show the lies. What lies? No, we're gonna give it up. Well, I don't know what's up. I don't know what's up with the boss. I don't know what's up with the boss. We're gonna put up Leon Damion Lowe. All right. My God, man. My God, man. Why TikTok behaving like that, man? All right. So I don't know why am I getting let me see what we're missing for Damian Lowe. 2002 MLS. All right, so 2002 MLS. We're gonna look at nothing in the goals department. That make no sense. All right, so accuracy 57.9 touches. Create big chances created 3. Key passes 0.3. Accuracy per game 35.6, 81%. In own half 89%, which is 26.8. Opposition half 8.9, which is 63%. Long balls 3.0, which is 39%. And you can avoid the crosses and the trips. And then the defensive stat now, clean sheet 6 with 20 games. Okay, interception per game 1.9, tackles per game 2.1, possession 1 0.1, dribble pass 0.6, clearances per game 3.8, errors led to goal 1, to shot 1, errors led to goal 2, no, errors led to goal 1, penalty committed 2. So TikTok are your same stat to go for, in a poor league in a TikTok. And it's still not match your narrative where you're selling a TikTok. So where we're telling a lie, TikTok, that's the only thing I'm trying to ask. No, you said to me to go through everything. So we go through it, TikTok. And all I'm saying is we just look at he's playing at a lower level, but he's still committing those infringements. So it simply means if he goes up at a higher level, he's gonna even do worse. TikTok. It's harder TikTok. So sometimes you might believe that he can make it to a different league, but maybe that's not the true TikTok. We are all human beings. We can get something wrong. I don't agree that Lowe is better than Pinnock, but he's very good, reliable centre back for Jamaica. All right, yeah, man. It's okay, man. It's okay. You get me? Let me move on TikTok. Let me move on TikTok. Let me move on. Let me move on TikTok. All right. If you want me to type in Team Ream and put Team Ream stats there and see how much errors led to goals and what he did. All right, we can do that. Let me just do the Team Ream and then we finish. We're not gonna go anything further, Diego. We're just gonna just give him that because he's complaining. So let me type in Ream. Where is Team Ream? So Team Ream. So Team Ream 2022. No, 2023 season. All right. So we have 21 games. Lowe played 20 odd games as well. So it's a good judgment. 21 games, 21 started, 90 minutes. So that's what he has this season. 21 games played so far, 90 minutes. He made the team of the week once in the Premier League. We take out his goal stats and stuff because he had a goal and everything. So let me move out. We go on passing. 67.2 passes. Big chances created 0. Key passes 0. His accuracy per game game, 87%, which is 49.4. Own half, 34.1, 94%. Opposition half, 15.2, 74%. Long balls, 4.1, 55%. We take out the chip and the crosses. Then we go to the defensive stats. Clean sheet 5 in less games. Interception per game 1.4. Tackles per game 1.0. Clearances per game 3.0. Error led to shot 0. Error led to goals 0. Penalties committed 0. All right, dribbles, successful dribbles 0.3, 86%. Totals duels 1, dual 1, 2.6 and 2.8, 60%. Ground duels 1.5, 57%. ERL duels 1.3, 62%. Possession loss per game 88.7. All right, 8.7 TikTok, 8.7 TikTok. Fouls 0.5, was for 0.2, and 2 yellow cards in that time. TikTok. So TikTok, even the man where you just come to, you look at his total numbers, which is 6.92, and your player gets 6.93. Okay, the stats used there. All right, we done the conversation with TikTok. We're not gonna argue. TikTok, the man have a better stats than Lowe in the Premier League. So I think you're done. I think we are done with TikTok fight. The man have a better stats in the Premier League. What do you say he's a worse player? Stefan, TikTok all over the place. He sent me for a guy. When we check the guy's actual individual stats, and that you look for in games, he has better stats than Lowe. So I don't understand. In a worse league, in a better league, he has better stats than Lowe. So I don't even understand where TikTok going to now. Just done TikTok, man. It's your
me
ball.
not tell you, say TikTok is not about reason, and level-headedness, It's just about controversy. If he try get himself right for whatever reason, no
Yeah, man.
matter what,
Yeah,
no matter what information and facts is provided, you not gonna accept it. It's just that type of person. A couple people will say,
yes, but I understand where you're coming from, Stefan. But that's not what TikTok meant. TikTok is just a troublemaker that wants to come and damage your stream. So hopefully, yes, yeah, man, yeah, but Brian, but I'm reading everybody's comment. Everybody's comment. The problem is other people never put no comments. So always a complain about TikTok, but yet still not putting the comments them for we to do our thing. So all they need to do is just join on TikTok with your comments them, and then once we pick the comment up, we're gonna spend long on it. US has 2 CBs starting in the EPL. I tip my hats off to them. All right, yeah, man, yeah, man, yeah, man. Yeah, man, Stefan. I'm telling you, Stefan, it has nothing to do with TikTok. Is just a hater. He's just fighting against me. All right, so yeah, big boss. Let we chop it up, man. So what you made of the Casa tournament? Because we like the Casa tournament, Thought that Jamaica did well. We covered it yesterday. No, yeah, we covered it yesterday. We covered it yesterday.
yeah, man, it's a nice little tournament. Me see them sort of surprised me, to be honest. I mean, one of the best we could have sent, but a few players make people notice them, Few coaches, see a couple players and say, hey, that brother there, Burkett and a couple of them, Yeah, man, a few of them really take the opportunity then and showcase them thing. And yeah, man, that's fine, well, man. Really good look for that team themselves. Good football and everything.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, because I saw I saw some players and I saw the system. So Lenny, I don't think it's the end for Lenny, to be honest. I don't think it's the end for Lenny. I think I just believe that with this new coach Al Grimsey coming in, I think they're going to assess things, and I think Eleni and Sammy, they will get their just due, because once people see quality, they're going to acknowledge that quality. So I think that it's just a good time for Jamaica football. I don't know how TikTok and don't see it, because I saw more academies coming up. I saw the guys I'm actually playing football. Obviously, people would say that I kind of like one style of football. I understand where they're coming from, but I just believe that that style of football, it was the most educated style of football. And sometimes I just wanted the guys them to be more educated in terms of football itself, because I went through the programs and we never get nothing so much on the blackboard, nothing toward football there today. You understand me? And I know that these guys are getting much more blackboard work, especially at the solid academies. Them, not everyone. I don't expect everyone of the academies them really put out everything, but I think that most of them really go in depth, because I've heard some of these guys spoke on it and spoke about the education around football, what they're trying to give the youth them. So I am just saying that I think it's just a good time for Jamaica. I just a lot more people need to come on that wagon and try their best to um, get some certified people into certain academies, and that's why I strongly believe that this JPL mandated thing to own academies should have been a thing. I think that is one of the solutions. So you make sure they take back money to put back in the academies them and forcefully help these kids, because I genuinely believe that the JPL by itself is not good enough. You understand me? Them paying money out to the academies and believing the youngsters from an earlier age would be the perfect way. Leader said to me that they had it to put it install it, but the problem was because the coronavirus came and they couldn't get it to sort out things. So that was the reason. But I strongly believe that's the next way to go. Make sure it's mandated, just like where you can jump to slap sanctions on Chapleton Maroon. Make sure you slap sanction on everybody to mandate every club to own an academy. What say you guys in the chat? Let me know what say you. But I think that is the way to go. What say you on that, Diego? Because I think that's the way to go. For me, I think that's the way to take it forward. Like all of these academies I saw doing good things. That's the way to take it forward. You get me? That's
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Yeah, man, that's something that has been in the conversation for a while. You see the results, most of the high schools, all of them, that is affiliated with some sort of football academy, just produce generally better footballers, better players. So it's the way forward, man. It's not going to solve everything. When we reach that next stage, we revolutionize the thing again, there we go. But this is a fix where I think very costly and is not very very difficult to implement. We see the results at the school bar level.
Yeah, man, I think that's a solution. I want to hear from TikTok on this one. A hard man for dead dub. In my play. Yeah, yes, that's TikTok, man. Yeah, I think JA did real well, given that some players were unable to go. All right. Dr. Ero, blessed JD. Lacking experience in that tournament. All right, then we have Lansley. JA track and field coaches are rated amongst the best in the world, while JA football coaches are not recognized in the top 200 coaches in the world. That's where Ed comes from. Okay, no problem. I hope Academy MLS or USL takes a chance on Lenny. And then it's hard. No, that's hard to happen, because you're gonna have more educated people worldwide. I think coaches from Jamaica will not get jobs so easy in certain positions, because they have to take a while to make sure they're certified. They are not gonna take them out of the block. It don't work. So you have to go and spend the extra time. So then you have to take 2 more time to get certified at least. At least. Lenny definitely one of the best youth development coach. I think he's amongst the best. Yeah, and Sammy as well. I'm not gonna try to take away Sammy out of it because of because of what I've heard. I think we are heading in the right direction. I actually agree. I agree. Only Dixon, big up yourself, man. Thanks very much. But me not see TikTok. Me not see we are talk good news on TikTok gone. This is the model worldwide redeveloping youth. So I don't see why we should be doing otherwise and expect to be world class. Yes. Academy plus a standardized coaching. Yes, I think that's the JPL. You will put the pressure on the JPL. This upon and the JPL to make sure every single team mandated to have a academy there that you're funding. You get me? So you will get more. So in the end, club players will be going over. You will get compensation if you believe in the players, and because we always said we believe in these players, and all you're doing is just go around and thief the players them from 16 years old and put them in your team. You understand me? And then sell them later and then make money off them. We want those things to stop because compensation fee and those things are a thing. So you can get whole heap of money off players, guys. So it comes back to help them. I'm telling you. You get me? I know. Okay, fair enough, mad vibes. Yeah, man. When I saw Lenny, I'm speaking about his team. Okay, yeah. JD, me not into fantasizing. Jamaica is a poor country. Yeah, but TikTok, it was a rule that at least leader said it was they were going to put it in, but the problem was the coronavirus came in at the same time. But I'm saying that is the way to go forward. TikTok, you can't say Jamaica poor every time. When time Jamaica
But
do
that
something, Jamaica poor. Me not
it
understand
is not
TikTok,
as hard as where people are making. Me no say no. It is not. It is not as costly as other things where other countries are do to a certain level. This already I think its own trend. How much academies are take on the thing on a rise and do this. You know as costly as other solutions that Jamaica can manage right now. It is a possibility. You know, I'm gonna happen overnight, but it can happen.
so then
A lot of them can get
so all
affiliates. You know
Ballers
that.
Academy and all Kingston Academy and all those academies running, they're not making any money off nothing. People supporting them. They're selling their brand. They're going places and people pay them to come and do their thing too as well because they are professional. So what about invest in something that you're going to benefit in the end? Because remember, TikTok, when you sell a player, when you sell a player TikTok, development fee comes out of it as well. So that's how academies make money. So if a player go over for maybe 100K in the end, it doesn't matter where he signs. Sometimes they get benefits out of it. So if you have 1,000 player that you develop and send them on, if you have a secondary sale on clause, you get money out of it, and you can determine the value of the sale as well to get even more money. You understand me? And you have development clause out of it, you make even more money on it. So all you have to do is just take a gamble on what you're doing. You understand me? Why would you be in the JPL not making any money and then you don't invest in youth? So else you're going to be sustainable because the youth would have been the best, easiest way. Because clearly we're agreeing, Mr. Speedham agreeing that at the level the football is not the highest level. The higher youth at this point is not the highest level. So we have to turn to the youth and improve it there. So why I don't understand. That sound like you're just giving away the youth them. To me, you get me? You can't pay a professional a livable wage, but we must mandate academy. Yes. I right now, right? Yes, TikTok, and that's what they were trying to do. People need to understand pace and power doesn't intimidate. Do you not see how North American athletes are built? All right. Big up. All right, later. Yeah, man. Okay, the one Jason come in. Me no know why them man turn up on the stream them late. Big man Jason, what say you on this
No,
matter?
JD, sorry for turning up so late. I was at work a little earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to join and just say I love the show today. I think we discussed a lot of points. It was a very positive show. But even amongst the positivity, war have to go on. I don't know why it have to go on, but it's like even they come with every metric. We bring the metric back. The metric not good enough. So at the end of the day, people gonna have their opinions on players, and you can't change it. And I just saw it go.
Facts. Yeah,
And
man.
I just want to say, anytime I'm in the chat talking, I just want everyone to know I am never coming from a disrespectful place. I am just arguing my points just like any other person, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
So
nobody don't need to take it personal or anything like that.
so
And
would
at the end of the day, no matter what we think about players, all of us want Jamaica to win and do better. How we plan to get there can differ, but as long as we all want Jamaica to do well, we should be able to speak and have discussions without going to a big all-out war. You understand?
yeah man, yeah man. And I thought this went well, you know. This is a positive spin, you know, on the channel, you know. I think so, you know. If we can keep it this way, you know, it's gonna just grow, you know. We shut out all the big knives them. And we continue on what we said we're gonna be doing. Focus on some good things, some positive things. Maybe TikTok just joined the show late. That is his problem. The JFF are not trying to mandate academies. They are trying to set a standard for the current academies. All right then. Okay, boss. Okay. All right. No problem. So yeah, man, Jason. Yeah, yeah. Respect, Jason. Respect. So it just coming in. Everything went well and stuff, right? Because I'm pretty much done
Yeah,
at
man.
1:30. I'm shutting off now. You
Yeah,
know.
man. Everything went well. I just wanted to. I saw some folks in the chat saying keep it civil and keep it, you know. That's why I had to say, look, it's never a place of disrespect where I am coming from. I can't speak for anybody else. Um, but yeah, we can all have these discussions and they can get a little bit, I guess you'd say, animated and colored.
Yeah,
But we should always
but
keep the
TikTok,
respect, you know.
TikTok need to do better still because sometimes TikTok is a problem. The problem with TikTok, him never wrong. Anything we're going to him bro,
Well,
him
that's
never
that's why
wrong.
I say
You know.
that's why I say he was playing the hard man for dead dub because him say him bring up stats, we bring the stats. That's not good enough. You know, it don't matter what you bring, he's going to say something contrary to what you say. So you know, it that is it.
All right. So
I guess tomorrow we
mhm.
meet again and do it.
All right. So Richard Cook says, "Blessing JD. I'm just coming from a club meeting, and I will soon be the assistant coach for the U15 at Arena Football." All right, R Cook. Yeah, man. Thanks very much, man. Thanks yours. Just stay in
Congrats, congrats.
and keep it posted. You know, because we can promote anything for the clubs, and we will. All right, yeah, man. Because that's what we're out here doing, man. I think we're gonna venture into that. You know, club promote the promote the the academies and also what Richard Cook said they're doing. More of that we want to do in this year, you know, because I do believe that is the kids are the future, the ones not disrespecting the people that's out now, the more younger youth them, and even the older youth them, but no, we have a chance to really develop the future. So I don't want to make it spoil. I want to really lead from example to put out those information, you know. Also, you can't always guess tone based off what someone's typing. It's not always a this. Yeah, man, my advice, man. Yes, man. Yeah, man. It's alright, man. People do not take it away, man. A good show. We do what we do. We chop it up. We did what 2 hours 21 minutes. Thanks very much. Yet again, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to hit the like button because we never really try to touch no controversial topic. We stay on what we have and we want to do it that way, just like yesterday. We avoided topic yesterday, you know, just the same, you know, and we avoided it today again. All right, make we teach the youths them good habits. Real, yeah, man, Karoom. That's what I've been crying for. When I came here and I said a man is exploiting kids. People jump up and want to cuss me. And all I did is just brought pure facts to show say a man is literally trying to exploit kids. You get me? And yeah, because that's the problem. Our culture is just to respond. It's not to learn anything. Our culture is just to respond. We want war. We come on the internet. We now waste with gigabytes them for internet. A war, we want war. So a man fan will say this. He now ask me why you said this, JD, and I explain to them why I said that because obviously it not look like somebody just come on and turn on my screw on YouTube. It may have to have more connections towards certain things. Why me talk so confident? It may have to. You understand me? So I say that, and then me see the whole world a meltdown after them burn me out, Jason. Them burn me out 1 week, and now the entire world a meltdown for the same thing what me did say 2 weeks ago. Then why you know want me report things again? Me never say it already. I only never listen. Only just never listen. Because you know why only too emotional to things. Only try attach the emotion to too much people. Go into situations as Jamaica are the main thing and see how you look at it. If you go into it that way, JD, people will slowly find out what's going on. Yeah, man, yeah, man. Mr. Dre, I'm just saying sometimes with the poor situation that we have in Jamaica football, sometimes people turn out exploiting people, kids, rather than helping them. It might seems like people helping them, but that's not the case. You understand me? Yes. And I wanted to make sure I put a program and put the right things in place so people can see what it takes to get certain people certain places. And oh, you get me? That's where I wanted to go, Mr. Dre. But the people shut me down from the first day, my bad mind, and this, that, and all sort of foolishness. No mere people text my phone every minute. Oh, this and that, cover this and that. I don't have time for that, you know? You know, I don't have time for that at all. Newcastle win today, win the finals for UJ. Yeah, man. Newcastle, who want them going to final? Manu? No, man, me not call the name Mr. Dre, man. Yeah, Mr. Dre, me alright, man. Me alright. Me not call the name. But I say, at the time, the boom now for kids going places, a lot of people exploit people pitney. You get me? Yeah, man. Because when we see some of them pitney come out, them short a lot of things. You know, the people should be helping the kids them that seems like them are getting the help. Them it seems like them are getting help, and that's just clear, evident. You can just look for yourself, Mr. J. Me not there for calling you, me not there for look no war. Me not there in front of nobody, so a man can always diss you when you're not there in front of them. But yeah, man, that's it, man. Me just me not in them something there, guys. So just have a good night and take care of yourself. And let we just keep it positive, you know. That we could keep on keeping it positive and promote the people when we do something and we can clearly see the transparent help. We can see the clear, transparent help. All right? Yes. So peace out, guys. See you in the next one. All right? Take care.